My name is Lori Arnold. I'm a material technician. The money I make a week, I used to make that in a few minutes. Even though it was 30 years ago, I'll always be remembered as the Queen of Meth.
The use of metamfetamine has skyrocketed over the past several years.
It's now trendy, it is now cheap, and it is now spreading.
Meth makers have spread into the countryside, bringing tragedy, death, and violence.
Lori Arnold was one of the first to move significant quantities of methamphetamine from the West Coast to Iowa.
She was a major supplier, making $200,000 or more a week.
I had a lot of respect. I had a lot of power. I could buy houses, I could buy cars, an airplane, a race car.
Lori was the queen pin, I guess you could call her, instead of the kingpin.
She was on top of the world.
And then this all came crashing down.
Federal prosecutors allege for the past 6 years, Lori Arnold ran a 5-state drug ring.
She's the sister of comedian Tom Arnold.
Sister-in-law of Roseanne Arnold.
I think your sister is a threat to the community. I don't think so.
Lori needs to get fucking angry at my mom, feel the pain of what happened to her.
What she did was wrong.
No, she ruined your life.
I had to grow up a lot faster than other people. I shouldn't have had to.
It's like the people that created the tech world in Silicon Valley. His sister created the meth world.
I walk like a truck driver, I cuss like a sailor, and I fight like a man. It's kind of a combination between my dad and my mom's walk, I guess. I go to work, I come home, I sit in my pajamas, and I watch TV. That's my life now. Moved to Sandusky, Ohio 2.5 years ago. Me and my fiance bought this little house. This box is full of memories, old pictures, things from the past. Right on top here, this is a picture of me at my ranch. I was actually chopping a line up in my lap at the time. I've got my little grinder and a little drug paraphernalia on my lap there. I'm more embarrassed about my past than I used to be. This is me and my son, Josh, when he was about 2. So that means I had to be in my 20s. I hurt Josh a lot. And I don't really want to talk about it. It's hard. He's the only thing that gets my emotions all screwed up. Because I love him. He went through hell after I got locked up. I've always been very guarded because of the things I've done. You know, a lot of people never even thought, including myself, never thought I'd make it this far because of my lifestyle, I guess, growing up. But here I am, big 60. So I'm just trying to open myself up And I'm taking a journey back to Ottumwa, Iowa, where everything went down 30 years ago. I'm gonna see a bunch of old friends and my family.
All right. Careful.
And I want to relive some good memories and also relive some bad memories. But it's time to face it.
She was a gangster, all right? A big-time drug dealer gangster. Scarface in a skirt. Well, I never seen her in a skirt.
I just hope to discover why it began, how it began. Can't change history, but you can learn from it.
She'll always be the queen bee of Ottumwa. You can go and ask people today that they know who Lori Arnold is, you know. They know Lori Arnold.
She was on top of the world. Like I say, when she walked into a bar, you knew she was there.
Iowa stands for I Only Want Amphetamines, and I think she put the name on the marquee.
She was very generous with helping people out and donating to different things.
But at the same breath, it was destroying our community.
I don't think you could live in Ottumwa without hearing about it. People's lives were devastated.
At the crossroads of the nation in southeast Iowa lies the city of Ottumwa. It might be your town, or any town, USA.
You know, I grew up here and everything, so and just turning 60, it's like, man, that was a long time ago. Ottumwa's a town that hasn't quite caught up with the rest of the world. This whole neighborhood is exactly alike. It hasn't changed anything. Houses look the same. It's like a little country town. Last time I was with my family was at my dad's funeral. This time I'm hoping it's not gonna be as painful.
Remember this place?
Oh my God, that's
Skateland. Yeah, nice,
Boy,
huh?
I can't believe it looks like it now, but oh, had a lot of fun here.
You got
That was a thing we did all the
Yeah,
time.
we did.
You know, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot going on in Ottumwa.
Yeah,
but,
well,
that was one thing.
Hey,
that,
but you made stuff go on. Yeah. Ottumwa is a working class town, and everything revolved around the meatpacking plant.
Gee whiz, look at all them normal cars. Yeah.
That's how I grew up and my family.
Watch as hog carcasses are broken down into primal cuts.
Working in places that slaughter cattle, slaughter pigs, slaughtering 6,000 hogs a day, and it's rough. The company, Hormel, kept making deals with us saying, we're not gonna pay overtime. We had to work faster and faster, and it seemed to get more and more dangerous.
A beautiful sight, isn't it?
Finally, it was like, we gotta fucking strike, man. We gotta strike, like an Ottumwa, Iowa strike.
Hormel employees blocked the main gate to the meatpacking company's corporate headquarters.
We're going to stand up and we're going to fight this company. We're going to fight the International if we have to.
It was like, yeah, we're doing this.
Police declared the situation a riot, then hurled tear gas canisters into the crowd.
Hormel says there is no more time for the strikers to come back to work, and there are no longer any jobs left to strike again.
Eventually, they ended up firing everybody in Ottumwa.
The town will continue to hurt because of the past year.
It was devastating. Nobody got their jobs back. You could just feel a dark cloud all over the place. That was rough.
The reason people do drugs to start with is they're trying to escape from something. Boredom, loneliness, self-esteem. There's something going on that when you do the drug, all that disappears. But once all this meth comes in, everything started picking up around there. Everyone was partying pretty hard. The money just came in so fast, I didn't have time to reflect on what I was doing. And it lasted about 6 years. And then it was over. And it was almost like a balloon deflating.
Tom Arnold's sister faces 6 drug charges in connection with the distribution of methamphetamines.
Psychological evaluation was done for my pre-sentencing. We cannot blame Lori Stockdale completely for her present circumstances. Lori Stockdale's tragic life has been influenced by adults who did not have her best interest in mind. This is a picture of my mother, beautiful lady. She was a lot of fun. My dad was Jack Arnold. My mom, Linda Graham Arnold. Brother Tom was the firstborn, and then me. And later on, I had another little brother, Scott.
There's Lori, the queen of meth, and then there's Tom, the bad actor, and then there's me, the good-looking one with no record.
Oh, there she is, our mom, smoking in the hospital, just the baby. And there I am, just born. I guess that's my mom there, yeah. Gosh, how young would she be? About 16 or 17, yeah. Dad, he's a teenager too. That's hard to believe.
I don't remember her and Dad ever being together or anything.
When I was 4, Lori was 3. My parents got divorced. They were doing a custody battle for the kids. They got to the day where they would put me on the stand back in the day to basically say, who do you love more, Tommy, your mother or your father? And my dad didn't want to do that, and so he surrendered and he gave us to my mother. The next day, my mother came out to his office and said, here's the keys to the house. The kids are there with the babysitter. They're yours.
I was told that Mom had a wild streak, and she knew Dad would be a better parent, so she actually gave us to Dad to raise.
That was the greatest thing my mother could do as a mother. That's how I look at it now, but at the time, it was a rough deal. And so my dad raised us until I was almost 10. And he married our next door neighbor, Ruth. There's Ruth, next door neighbor, looking cute. Dad thought she was so cute. Oh, he loved her.
Ruth had 2 kids from her first marriage, and then she and my dad had 2 more, so there were 7 of us total. Ruth was strict. She always had little contests. Whoever was the best kid of the week gets a little star. I just like to win. So, I did what I had to do to win. I didn't want to call her Mom because she wasn't my mom. Ruth wanted me to wear dresses or girl stuff.
First thing she did was girl Lori up. Well, you're a girl, so we got to do pink, we got to do this.
But I was tomboy, and I didn't want to wear that. So I would leave the house, I'd have it on, but I threw my jeans out the window, and I'd just change in an alley somewhere.